Every time you stop at a traffic signal, you are compelled to cover your nose or else you end up breathing polluted air. But what does the term pollution mean? Pollution, simply put, is an undesirable change in the physical, chemical or biological characteristics of air, water, land or soil that may have detrimental effects on living organisms. Substances that bring about such undesirable changes are called pollutants. The air we breathe has become highly polluted over the last decade due to air pollutants such as automobile exhausts, chemicals and toxic gases from industries, and natural particulate matter such as dust, pollen and ash. These pollutants not only pollute the air, but also have detrimental effects on all living organisms. Depending on the concentration of the pollutants and the duration of exposure, plants and animals are affected in different ways. When plants are exposed to polluted air, they may exhibit leaf blade damage, cellular collapse, premature aging, reduced growth and crop yields, or the plants may even die. Like plants, the harmful effects of air pollutants are seen in animals, including human beings. Eye and nasal irritation, headache, shortness of breath, and respiratory diseases are some of the harmful effects of air pollutants. Every year, the health of people and roadside plants has been deteriorating due to a continuous rise in air pollution. So, how do we make our environment healthier? In 1986, our government passed the Environment Protection Act with a view to take preventive actions to control environmental pollution. This act made several industries and smelters adopt various methods to separate or filter particulate and gaseous matter that were released into the atmosphere through their smokestacks. One of the most widely used methods to filter particulate matter uses an electrostatic precipitator, which is capable of removing over 99% of particulate matter present in industrial exhaust. Another method requires the use of scrubbers. However, this method is incapable of removing very tiny particulate matter. According to the Central Pollution Control Board, or CPCB, particulate matter measuring 2.5 micrometers or less in diameter is responsible for causing many respiratory diseases. Apart from pollutants released from industries, automobile exhausts are also a potent source of air pollution. With the ever-increasing number of vehicles in our country, it has become essential to take proper measures to minimize the release of vehicular exhausts. For instance, the use of catalytic converters and unleaded petrol or diesel has helped reduce vehicular pollution considerably. Did you know that catalytic converters contain catalysts made of expensive metals such as platinum, palladium, and rhodium? When fitted into vehicles, a catalytic converter changes poisonous exhaust gases such as unburnt hydrocarbons into carbon dioxide and water. Likewise, carbon monoxide and nitric oxide are converted into carbon dioxide and nitrogen gas respectively. Catalytic converters thus reduce the emission of poisonous gases. However, Vehicles fitted with catalytic converters should use unleaded petrol, as lead in the petrol inactivates the catalyst. In addition, the use of compressed natural gas or CNG has also proved very helpful in reducing air pollution. Interestingly, the use of CNG was accelerated when a public interest litigation was filed in the Supreme Court of India due to serious air pollution problems in Delhi in the 1990s. The court asked the government to take appropriate measures in a specified time frame, which also included converting all diesel buses to CNG buses. In fact, by the end of 2002, all buses in Delhi were running on cheaper and more efficient CNG. Besides the use of CNG, unleaded petrol and catalytic converters, the government of Delhi has also taken several other measures to control air pollution. This includes the use of low-sulfur petrol and diesel and the implementation of stringent pollution level norms for vehicles. Moreover, the Indian government formulated a new auto fuel policy to reduce vehicular pollution in other cities as well. This policy was based on the European standards or Euro norms and took effect in 2000. These norms are more stringent and required vehicle engines to be upgraded. The implementation of these stringent norms has considerably improved air quality. However, another air pollutant, noise, also required serious attention, and so amendments were made to the Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act, which was implemented in India in 1981 to include noise as an air pollutant. Noise is an undesirable high level of sound which has an adverse effect on human beings. Studies show that exposure to a sound level of 150 decibels or more may damage the eardrum, thereby permanently impairing hearing ability. In fact, even prolonged exposure to lower sound levels, such as drilling and industrial noise, could have the same effect. Noise also causes sleeplessness, stress, increased heartbeat, and an altered breathing pattern. Considering these harmful effects, the government has taken stringent measures to regulate sound levels in cities as well as industrial belts. For instance, in cities, the areas around hospitals and schools have been declared no horn zones, and time limits have been set for the use of loudspeakers. Industries have also been encouraged to use sound-absorbent materials, and workers too, who are exposed to loud sound levels, are being encouraged by the government to use earmuffs. Although our country has several legislative measures to prevent and control air pollution, it is our individual responsibility to control pollution levels to ensure a healthy environment.